Hi everyone, my name is Ai Ping and I'm franchise owner with Market Singapore for 7 years. Thank you very much to Mr. Kevin Buckman and the corporate team for allowing me this opportunity to share my experience. First of all, how I came across the shop.com business opportunity was really a coincidence. I was a typical 45-year plan person, miserably comfortable and comfortably miserable with my job. I was working in the banking industry for 25 years, and for good 10 years, I was working as an anti-money laundering compliance officer in various banks. I was financially comfortable because the job was well paid, but miserable because the work hours was very long, it's heavy responsibility, and sometimes the office politics can really drive up the stress level. Despite all this, I was not looking for any change. What I did was hopping from one bank to another, hoping that things would get better, but I was merely repeating the cycle. When I came across the shop.com business opportunity in 2014, my mind was shut because of two things. Number one, I wasn't looking for any opportunity. Doing business was never part of my life plan. And number two, I couldn't understand the business model at all. All I know was it sounded too good to be true. And putting on my compliance officer hat, I was extremely skeptical and was very quick to jump to conclusion that this is probably an MLM that I do not want to be associated with. At that point in time, I was looking for a good supplement for my mom and got attracted to the isotonic series of supplement. I was thinking, it doesn't matter whether it's MLM. I just want the product so long as I'm not putting effort into it, there's nothing to lose. So with that, I registered the business. My view and my understanding of shop.com model started to change thanks to the mandatory trainings and the various events that I have attended. And I truly appreciate effort from many senior leaders, especially Angela Chuang from Taiwan, who tirelessly and persistently guided us to attend the events. I must say that I'm not someone who gets motivated or inspired easily. In fact, the process took quite a long while, changing my view from being skeptical towards the business, thinking that it's too good to be true, to finally convinced that it is a wonderful business model. Every time when someone tell me that this business model is good because of this, and instead of accepting it at face value, I search for an explanation to justify it. It is like putting pieces of jigsaw puzzle together. As I get more and more of the pieces and put them together, the picture becomes clearer. As I get more convinced that this model works, I have another more challenging task, and that is to convince myself that it works for me. Do I have the quality, skill set, knowledge, determination, etc., to be successful in this business? Me being an ordinary person, risk adverse, introvert, and somewhat lack of confidence, I can't visualize myself being a successful franchise owner. And I realized that the missing piece was my big why. I used to think that trading time for money is the only way, and I've convinced myself that not having control of my time is acceptable. That's the norm. Two things that trigger me to change. First one is I'm convinced that the business model works. And second is I've seen other ordinary busy people have made it in this business. And I start asking myself, if they can do it, why can't I? If they can achieve their dream of having control of their life, why can't I? I uncovered my own why of wanting to take back the control of my time, the ability to decide how I want to spend my time and who I want to spend my time with. And I know I can only achieve this if I have a stream of income that doesn't require me to put in my time continuously. Frankly, there are many options out there that allow someone to build supplemental income. But what I see in shop.com is a fair business plan. There is no such thing as you join the business earlier and you have the benefit of earning all the money. And the volume doesn't reset to zero every month end, allowing ordinary persons sufficient time to accumulate the volume and get paid. So it's not a matter of whether you get paid, but a matter of when you will get paid. When I'm convinced that shop.com is the business model that works and allows me to achieve what I want, what drives me forward was the mindset of I'll do whatever it takes to get there. The journey was never smooth, but it is not just in market America. Right? As a matter of fact, There are challenges in life whether we are in market America or not. However, in this business, we have seniors and mentors to guide us and a team to keep each other going. Most importantly is the GMTSS and events that put us in the right atmosphere to keep building our belief, lift us up when we fall, and move the team with a common goal and direction. In actual fact, everyone started off in this business being very ordinary with lots of challenges. But the good thing is that there are lots of tools and systems to help us grow the business. One of my biggest challenges in this business is retailing. I'm not someone good in sales, and that explains how I ended up moving from retail banking to compliance job. So when Market Singapore started to have the trial size sachet, it was a great move. However, I still did not see much result as I was giving away the sample freely. I didn't do a proper follow-up as I do not want to appear as aggressive. I was just hoping that my friend will try the product and will buy from me if they like it. And there are also other occasions where I follow up and the reply that I get was, oh, I forgot to try, I'm too busy, I left the sample in the office, etc., etc. And as I continue to follow up, they get annoyed and stop responding. I didn't use the survey method shared by Widow because I had an impression that it was complicated and I can't use this approach on my friends. Then when I participated in Kevin Buckman's 12 weeks accountability, during one of the sessions, we were asked to do trial size marketing with strangers or cold market. That really scares me off as I'm fearful of talking to strangers, what more doing trial size marketing on them. However, in order not to disappoint the team and not to disappoint Kevin, I took a big step out of my comfort zone and did it. Lots of no's in the beginning, came back, reviewed the approach and try again. I can tell you that my confidence level shoot up when I get the first successful retail sales via the trial size marketing survey method. I can remember that I literally followed the steps and scripts shared by Big Widow. And bingo, the reply from my friend, okay, I will order a box of daily essential to try, thrills me. There are two important tips to share here. Number one, it's important to send a video as the video is the one that's doing the selling for us. And number two, ask the person when would be a good time to call them on day 3. By doing so, it shows that we are professional as you do not want to call them at the wrong timing. And once they let us know the time to call, they will most likely pick up the call. Remember the keywords, text, call. I wasn't comfortable with calling at first as people seldom call nowadays. But when I put it into the context of survey, calling became very natural. And most importantly, we want their full attention on us and the product during the call. With text, they may just be distracted by other things and do not give the product a serious thought. When we take a formal approach, chances of them taking the product is a lot higher, and that fulfills the purpose of doing trial size marketing. Trial size marketing is not just giving away the sample, but follow up in a structured manner such that the person really try the product, and that leads to higher possibility of retailing. The first success in completing the trial size survey and closing the sales boosted my confidence. And thereafter, I feel more comfortable in talking to friends or strangers and getting them to do trial size survey. Some of the trial size survey may not lead to sales straight away. And there are cases where the person come back to me to order the product months later. So do not get discouraged. For me, one of the biggest reward is to see the team doing trial size better than me. Some of them are so good with striking conversation with strangers and seizing the opportunity to do trial size that I have to learn from them. If you have not started your trial size marketing, do give yourself an opportunity to do it consistently. Commit to give away 30 sets of samples. Follow up using a structured approach. Enjoy the process. Focus on the action. The result will come naturally. Thank you and all the best in your journey.
Thank you，唔該晒魏平。咁首先喺度同大家講聲。